The discovery of California's abundant gold was made in such an inauspicious manner that it was almost too amazing to be believed. While Mexicans from the state of Sonora immigrated to California for the purpose of mining, the American adventurers before 1848 had come for a climate and soil conducive for agriculture. Mexico had long meant to find colonists for the region, and Americans, along with Britons, made acceptable applicants. The new landowners saw plenty of room to dominate the region, given the ease to hold large land grants, and many thought of themselves as new California land barons. John Sutter belonged to this generation of rare men that settled California with dreams of amassing a huge plot of land. Sutter was a Mexican citizen who had been born in Germany, and near New Helvetia, present-day Sacramento, he planned to sell lumber for building purposes in the region. On the South Fork of the American River, Sutter hired another American, James Marshall, to build and operate a sawmill with him. The California gold rush will always evoke images of the common man panning for gold along the rivers and foothills of California. But of the 118 million ounces of gold that have been extracted from California since the discovery of gold there, most of it was accomplished through mining rocks and hard materials, the kinds of activities that lone miners couldn't accomplish by themselves. Some of the early miners unquestionably made fortunes worth millions of dollars in today's currency, but they were the exception to the rule. The wealthiest men in California during the gold rush were men like Samuel Brannan, who sold shovels and pickaxes to miners rather than attempt to strike gold himself. Levi Strauss made a fortune selling denim overalls to miners, and his name is still well known in America as a jeans manufacturer. In the immediate wake of the discovery of gold, California formed from the forces of the gold rush that intended to reward free enterprise and risk-taking individualism, but also prevent undesirable competitors from challenging white Americans on the frontier. But the search for riches in California, as well as other regions that helped support boomtowns throughout the frontier, also helped to bridge the new continental empire of the U.S. In addition to spurring westward expansion, wealth was created not just by mineral riches, but by the creation of a vibrant economy that functioned in step with the rest of the global market. Americans appreciated that the achievement of instant wealth was possible, but they also witnessed the rapid growth of banks and corporations that created a state to support the monopolization of natural resources. The creation of California could not have happened without the arrival of gold, but it was not gold by itself that explained the passions of the gold rush. Americans were committed to the ambitions of a nation to dominate the continent, and the gold rush was a manifestation of that manifest destiny. The men and women who brave the perils of the wilderness to seek their fortunes in Alaska go with a certainty that the treasure is there. It is a mere matter of finding it when once they have reached the fields. What is more, the land of gold, as we may properly term Alaska, has proved and will prove to tourist and prospector as rich in delights and marvels as the land which has come down to us in legend. It seems to be a spot chosen by nature as a field of adventure. The person, therefore, who goes from the south to the Yukon Valley will be sure to find, even though disappointed in the quest for which primarily he went, enough of the beautiful and marvelous to pay him for the trip. A.C. Harris, author of Alaska and the Klondike Gold Mines, 1897. Even to this day, there are still some gold seekers who continue to search for the elusive mother lode in Alaska's frozen tundra. However, at least some of them have learned that the real money lies in the gold mine of reality television. There are currently several television shows built around the cultural descendants of those first men who went north to Alaska.